Well, I figure since I'm doing other videos today, I'd do a walk around. It's been a while since we've been outside. As you can see, I've got about 90% of my fence posts up. I don't have them on the other side of the house, but I will have here shortly. We decided to go with T-posts instead of regular fence posts because of the cost. We figured it'd be close to $700 to put our fence up if we used regular posts with concrete and everything like that. So we went the cheaper route, which is T-posts. But what I'm going to do is on the corners, I've got the chain link posts that I was going to use, and I'm going to slide those over the T-posts so that the fence will make a bend when it's supposed to. So as you can see, here's my garage, not done yet. That's my grandpa's tractor in the back there underneath that tarp, and then underneath the truck bed cover is the 60-inch deck that goes to it. Here's my trailer that you guys didn't see last time because I bought this last summer. Had to have it. 5x9 trailer, and I'll tell you, this thing has definitely been used. I use it every chance I get. Plus I'm getting really good at the whole backing up thing. Yeah, there's the side of the house, same as it always has. There's my railroad tie pile that I made the other day. I had it all scattered out among where the tractor sits, and it looked rather unsightly, so I went ahead and cleaned it up. There's my fence posts. It's going around the corner like that because of the way that the property is shaped. I can go all the way close to that tree, but I've got a tree stump right there that needs to be dealt with, but it's going to be a bit expensive. So what I've done is I'll just run it across like this, and then later on I can always take that post and move it out and then add a post and then make it bend like it's supposed to. But I'm content with that for right now. So there's my perfect fence line that I made. That just happened one day. I don't know how. And back of my shed, like I said, there's my deck for my lawnmower, or the tractor. This is actually on its way down to my mother's house, not my grandmother, down to my mother's house because she requested it. It's a John Deere 400, about a 1982, I believe. I remember as a little kid riding on my grandpa's lap when he would mow the yard. So awesome. I remember that like it was yesterday. And there's the side of the house, and there's the other side where the shed is. The only thing different about the shed, other than the weathering from being outside, is I've got a solar light in here that I bought at Home Depot for $37. It really doesn't work very well. This is actually the second light, because the first one burned up like 2 weeks. So there's my backyard, there's my trucks, Rudy and Rusty. We're one mimosa short back here because it died. It got hit by lightning last summer. So I took it out last weekend, I think it was. Well, looks like we got something growing in our yard today. What is that? Probably something that shouldn't be growing in our yard. Yep, that is a weed. That is a weed that is going away. Notice our concrete's gone. My wonderful neighbor next door, he broke it up for me. Saved me a ton of money on doing it that way. Then I loaded it on my trailer and got rid of it. This is the side of the house. He's working on his fence. That's why it's kind of like this. He's been swamped with personal things, so he's had to take a break from his fence. What we're going to do on this side, though, is right here at his fence post, I'm going to put in one of my T-posts, and I'm going to run my fence directly off of his right here, and it's going to go all the way down to that other post way down there. And you might be asking yourself, well, what about the tree stump? Well, I've got an answer for that. I'm going to put a post on each side of the tree stump, and that's going to be my terminus for the fence. Whenever I get the tree stump pulled out, I'll connect the two pieces of fence together, and that'll be the end of that. But for right now, there's going to be like a small gap in between, but you can say, for argument's sake, that the fence would be completed. Because if you were to take a smaller piece of fence and go on top of the tree stump and connect the two ends together, you'd have a completed link. So there's my new solar lights for at night, which work really good. Erica picked those out. She thought that those would be good. Besides, they were like $8 for a 6-pack, and they're usually about 12 or 13, so she saw the savings. Oh, you like my new steps? Yep, I had to do that last summer because the other steps were so bad that whenever somebody would come up on the porch, they risked breaking their ankle because there was a big hole in one of the steps. Then there's what's left of our patio table. I don't know if you can see it, but there's broken glass along in there from a windstorm right about mid-March. Came through here, grabbed the bottom edge of the table and flipped it on its side, and as soon as it did that, that glass, being tempered glass, it shattered. So I tore the thing down and we're going to get rid of it for metal. So we've got another one coming to us from New York because my grandmother, she's got a couple of them tables, and as long as nobody's got any claim on them, we're going to bring one back. This time we're going to do something a little different as far as keeping it attached to the ground like it should be. So that's about it. Front of the house hasn't changed much. There's my umbrella from my patio table and my picnic table. So I'd show you inside the house, but it's a bit of a mess right now. That, and we're trying to teach the cat how to react to a camera. So, haha. So, but this is what we've got so far. So check back again soon, and maybe next time we'll have a fence up.